Okay, today's math lesson, we're going to use the multiplication table again. And I like to think of this as kind of a game. It's like a hidden number, mystery number game using the multiplication table. Now what we have to remember is the numbers going down the side and the numbers going across the top are the factors. And in this case, they're in a blue shaded area, which is nice. What we're going to do today is fill in the missing blanks. We got to fill in the factors that are missing. This gets kind of fun. So let's take a look. First of all, we got to use what we already know on this and fill in those boxes. So we've got a 2 and we've got an 8, and where those two meet will be 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 8 plus 8, and that's 16. Okay? And then we know that we got 2 and 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we know we've got 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45. And we can do 7 times 8. That's going to be a 56. And 7 times 5, that'll be a 35. So we kind of filled in everything that we know for sure. Well, the problem is we got some missing factors here. And to figure those out, we can say, well, I've got 9 and I've got 36. So 9 times what equals 36? And that's going to be the factor that goes here. And that's going to be a 4. Now if you know that, now you can figure out these others. 2 times 4 is going to be an 8. 4 times 7 is going to be a 28. But this row is really messing us up. We got to figure out what this factor is. Well, here's how we figure that out. We've got a 20 here and we've got a 5 here. So we can say, well, 5 times what equals 20? And if you remember, that's going to be a 4. So we know 4 and 5 equals 20. So now we can figure out the rest of this. 4 times 8, that's a 32. 4 times 4, that's a 16. So this takes a little thinking, but I like to think of it as like a game. And just kind of filling in what you can figure out first, what's already there, and then figuring out what's missing. Suppose one factor is 0 and the product is 0. What's the other factor? You don't know, right? If one factor is 0 and the other is 0, it could be anything. 0 times 1, 0 times 10, 0 times 539 million. It's all going to be 0. Anything times 0 is 0. Let's just jump right over here to the do you understand? Do you understand? When completing a multiplication table, how do you know when you can use division? Well, if one of the factors are missing, you've got to use division. So let's say if one factor is unknown. If you know the product, but you don't know one of the factors like we did here, you can use division to figure that out. All right, let's do one more of these. So let's fill in what we already know. 3 and 4, that's going to be 12. 3 and 9, that's going to be 27. Okay, 8 and 4 is 32. 8 and 9 is 72. So those are the ones we can get right off the bat. Now we got some missing factors. Let's figure out this one first. No, actually we can't. I'm sorry. 8 times what equals 56? And that's going to be a 7. So now we know that factor is a 7, and we can fill this in. 3 times 7 is 21. But we don't know this. What we do know is something times 9 equals 54. And if you go back and think about it, the answer is 6. And we know that something times 9 is 81. And that is a 9. Now we have all the factors going down and going across, and we can fill this in. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 7 is 42. 9 times 4 is 36. And 9 times 7 is 63. So have fun with this. Think of it as a game of fill in the number, fill in the missing number, mystery game. Multiplication table. It's a tool. Hey, it's a game too.